Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to connect your Sony Alpha Cam with OBS Studio. Let's go! So I have a Sony A7R2, which is what I'm recording with right now, so I won't show it in my hands, but I'll pop up an image here for you. That's the camera that I use on a day-to-day basis, and I would want to start streaming with it. So I thought, well, I'll just fire up OBS, and it's probably a plug and play because this camera is one of the upper echelons for Sony. So I thought that for sure, yeah, just plug it in with a USB and it's good to go. Well, not so much. There's a few things that you have to do in order to hook up your Sony Alpha Cam with OBS Studio, and I looked around for a video on it, a forum post on it, something to help me through this process, and it took me about 2 hours to figure out on my own. So in order to help you guys out, if you have the same problem, I wanted to make this video so that it becomes easy and you can probably learn it in about 5 minutes. So first thing you'll need to do is download Imaging Edge from Sony. This is a free software. It comes with a remote control from your computer to your camera so you can control all the settings on it. It also comes with a viewer where you can view your photos and videos after, and it also has an editing software built into it that's probably equivalent to Movie Maker or something like that. But anyway, it comes with these softwares, and the one that you'll need in order to connect your camera to the computer is the remote control. Second thing you'll need to do is connect your camera via USB to your computer. Now, usually your camera will come with a USB micro cable to a USB-A. If it doesn't, you can buy that at any store that sells electronics. It's a pretty common cable. Once that's hooked up, then all you have to do is go into the remote control section in the Sony software and find your camera name. It'll automatically pull it up for you. It's pretty good about recognizing what the Sony camera is and what its name is. It'll have some strange model number name. You can rename it later if you want, but just double click on that inside of the Remote Studio software, and then it will bring up the feed of your camera. Make sure to take the lens cap off, and then you'll be able to see yourself. Now, after that, you can load it into OBS Studio using a source window. So OBS works all around these sources and scenes. And in order to connect your camera feed into OBS, you have to tell it to look at the remote viewer. Add a game capture source. There might be other ways to do this, but this is the easiest that I've found. And then you select the remote.exe file. Once that's connected, you should see a clean feed of your video inside of OBS. And like any source in OBS, you can change the size of it too. So if you wanted to do streaming, you can drag it into the corner there. If you wanted some other setup, you could do that as well. Or if you just wanted an external monitor to see yourself, you can have that too. I know the Sony Alpha cameras don't come with a flip out screen. They're just kind of pivoted. So it is more convenient to have an external monitor like that, and you can use your computer screen in OBS as that. And it's also nice to be able to record to the camera directly versus onto an SD card and then import the footage later. OBS can do that for you, as well as the remote camera viewer. It has that function too. So that's how you connect your Sony Alpha Cam to OBS Studio. Now, you might ask, okay, that's awesome, but how do I connect it as a webcam? Because it's a lot easier just to have the computer recognize it as a webcam and use that instead of doing this process with having the two softwares open at the same time. Okay, you have to buy a capture card. You can get one from Elgato. They're the most popular right now, but you can get them from other companies as well. And this is basically a connection between the HDMI and a USB. So it connects into your camera via HDMI, and then it connects into the computer via USB. Now, you might be thinking, well, I can just bypass that and buy one of these cables, right? A little micro HDMI to regular HDMI. No, that doesn't work. I tried that. It doesn't even recognize it as an external monitor or as an extra screen, an extra feed at all. It has to be connected via USB if you're using a camera. So once you do that, if you have a capture card, then your computer will automatically recognize it as a webcam. Now, I have heard that some of the lower tier Sony cameras are able to have more of a plug and play function with your PC, such as the Sony A5100. That also has a flip out screen, so you don't need an external monitor when recording just like this. But if you still wanted to stream, it would be helpful to have that plug and play function so you wouldn't have to download these two softwares. Don't quote me on that, that's just what I've heard from other videos, but it's ironic that the more expensive versions of the Alpha series don't have that easy one-to-one function with a PC. Wish they did. And I also wish they had a flip out screen too. That would be great if you could do that, Sony. And if there's an easy way to do this, I would love for you guys to let me know. But like I said, I looked on the internet, looked at YouTube, looked at the forums, and there was nothing concise to tell me what I needed to do in order to hook this up. So I hope this video helped support you and what you love to do. Peace.